Hadirin sekalian, mohon diumumkan ketibaan Tuan Yang Terutama yang di-Pertuan Negeri Sabah, Tun Datuk Seri Panglima Haji Ahmad Shah bin Abdullah, beserta yang amat berbahagia, Tuh Puan Datuk Seri Panglima Hajah Dayang Masuyah binti Awang Jaafar.
Ladies and gentlemen, announcing the arrival of His Excellency Sabah's Head of State and his consort, accompanied by the Right Honorable Chief Minister of Sabah and the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Environment for the State of Sabah.
Sekarang, majlis memohon perkenan Tuan Yang Terutama Tun untuk menerima sebuah cenderamata kenangan daripada Yang Berhormat Datuk Masidi. Cenderamata kenangan berupa lepa. Lepa adalah simbol kenderaan yang digunakan turun-temurun dan kekal sehingga sekarang oleh masyarakat bajau laut di daerah sempurna Sabah. Diperbuat daripada kayu tambu-tambu dan ukiran pada lepa adalah berasaskan motif tumbuh-tumbuhan seperti kembang tuli, dahan dan kelong. Berikut kesudian Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Musa dipohon untuk menerima cenderamata kenangan daripada Yang Berhormat Datuk Masidi. Cenderamata kenangan berupa sebilah parang. Kaum bajau yang menetap di Kota Belud mempunyai kemahiran mengukir parang yang tiada bandingannya. Sarung parang biasanya diperbuat daripada pelbagai jenis kayu seperti nangka, rengas, propok, gatis dan lain-lain. Corak bunga dan naga selalunya digunakan untuk menghias sarung parang. Bilah parang mengambil masa 2 hari untuk disiapkan, sementara sarung parang memakan masa lebih kurang 3 hari.
Seterusnya, kami menjemput Yang Berbahagia Datuk Suzana Liao untuk memohon kesudian Yang Amat Berbahagia Tuan Puan untuk menerima cenderamata kenangan yang merupakan helai kain sambitan iaitu kain asli kepada masyarakat Iranun Kota Belud, Negeri Sabah.
Legends, myths and folktales, old traditional stories that parents passed on to their children through speech over many years, form an important part of Sabah's mystical cultural heritage. They help to explain how and why certain cultural practices, significant objects or important features of the environmental landscape come into being. They may also contain instructional elements with a moral tenet to help mold desirable human behavior and character in society and in their proper treatment of their environment.
Many aspects of Sabah's varied and magnificent cultural and natural heritage are richly embedded in folklore and thus have fascinating stories to tell about the diversity of the land and the people. Indeed, Sabah's past contains some very strange and unpleasant episodes, some embodied in the relics of human skulls hanging from rafters that can be seen at the Sabah Museum. Nevertheless, hospitality and harmony have been the prevailing hallmarks of the traditional society in Sabah. They fostered peaceful coexistence and symbiosis between different and distinct groups. This is a much remarked upon and envied quality that continues to exist today.
Each year, an aspect of our ancient cultural traditions are celebrated and highlighted during this annual Sabah Fest festivities. This year's celebration of Sabah's cultural treasures is based on one of the many legends of Sempurna entitled Arung Salamiah, orally passed down from one generation to the next. It presents and illustrates a panoramic display of Sabah's multifarious people.
This legendary quest for a graceful Bajau maiden called Salamiah by her betrothed and his journey through Sabah illustrates some fundamental qualities of Sabah's intrinsic nature and character. Sabah counts the harmony and unity of its multi-ethnic people a blessing that have prevailed since time immemorial. Harmonious coexistence has been the guiding principle of most Sabahans for decades, long before its current vigorous application in the One Malaysia concept to promote national unity and acceptance of Malaysia's diversity.
Tuan Yang Terutama Tun, yang amat berbahagia tu Puan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sabah Fest 2010, and this is the legend request for Arung Salamiah.
Once upon a time, there lived a very beautiful Bajau maiden on the island of Bohedula in the Bay of Sampoerna. She was called Salamiah and was renowned for her extraordinary beauty and grace. She had an unusually fair complexion and clear brown eyes. Her knee-length and lustrous ebony hair was streaked with gold strands. When she walked, her hair would create a soft swishing sound that would herald her approach. Salamiah was as kind, gentle, and gracious as she was beautiful. A talented musician, she could sing and play the gabba, the wooden xylophone. Her mellifluous singing voice could magically soothe and comfort the weary and bring joy and laughter to any festive gathering or event in the village. Her radiant beauty and musical talents were renowned throughout the islands of Sampoerna, and thus she was widely sought after for marriage. But Salamiah was already promised to Tanjung Kalang, a childhood friend in her village.
Lamba, 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 lamba. Lamba, 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 pisang, pisang, talong mata, tamgigi. Lamba, 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 pisang, pisang, talong mata, tamgigi. Ombo, 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 sakea, sakea, ibaru. Ombo, 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 sakea, sakea, ibaru. Amai dan kampinga, pemagai rupinga, panai te olma, pangingga guna.
One evening, a flotilla of boats and a richly decorated palanquin suddenly arrived on the beach. It was Chieftain Datu Atik. He had heard of Salamiah's beauty and talents and wanted to ask her hand in marriage. Now, Datu Atik had a nefarious reputation. He also had many wives. Tanjung Kalang heard about the intention of Datu Atik, he and his friends challenged him to a fight. Realizing they were outnumbered, Datu Atik quickly retreated to his boat and sailed back home. Salamiah's parents were afraid of him and quickly hid her in a cave in Bukit Budgaya, overlooking the bay. As they ascended to the cave, the sky became suddenly dark and stormy. Fiery lightning lit the sky and torrential rain fell. Just as suddenly, the storm also ended abruptly. After that, Tanjung Kalang fell very ill. His anxious parents called for the local shaman to diagnose his ailment and heal him through the Panansang dance. He recovered and was told to go on a long journey in search of Salamiah. Thus began Tanjung Kalang's legendary quest for his beloved.
Ủa, sao đâu vậy con?